The way we like to approach kitchen design is by looking at every space completely uniquely, and not seeing it maybe just as a kitchen, but more of as like a bespoke installation, be it an art installation, but within a particular space. And it's really a case of just trying to evaluate how they want to live, evaluate the space, and to deliver them something that's going to work for them. We try to almost not formalise it to a template and actually try and look at it completely individually. So I think it would be wrong of us to try and enforce a particular style or design on them without taking into account their own wishes and their own requirements.
Papilio is about transforming spaces. The butterfly, the logo, is from the Latin word papilio, and essentially means a beautiful transformation.
We don't just look at the kitchen in isolation. We look around the house and look at the architecture of the house from the outside and the inside, and how all the rooms flow together, and try to get an understanding of how the kitchen doesn't just work in isolation but within the rest of the house. I've worked for kitchen companies before where there was a catalogue of designs. It's not going to suit everybody's needs and also everybody's architecture of their properties. One of the reasons why we do what we do is that we can make things bespokely to fit a certain space.
The kitchen nowadays is just the centre to every house. It's the hub of the home. So it's such an important room.
Yeah, obviously paramount to the design, and for the design to work well, it has to be functional. Different people's personalities. It's a great opportunity for them to put some of their own personality into their kitchens. Well, I started off studying fine art, specialising in sculpture, and as most fine art graduates, you finish your degree and it's like, well, what do I do now? And so I started making furniture. I picked up a few books and taught myself how to make basic cabinets. From studying sculpture, you're obviously working with lots of different materials and trying to, obviously with fine art, you're creating your own language and trying to express that in different ways by using different materials and different forms. And so I think that's been essential in the way that Papilio's developed, in the respect that we will look at each project completely independently and individually, and not be restricted by particular materials either. Along with the lighting, obviously altering for different tasks, etc. We also, when we're designing the kitchens, we do try to think of the different scenarios of how the kitchen will be used at different times of the day. So the kitchen's got to work in a way that allows people to use it quickly in the morning to do what they need to do, but then also in the evenings when things are a bit more relaxed, you can change the lighting but the space around the kitchen, and how it feeds into the dining areas, it all needs to work together. Hopefully through what we do, we try to evaluate all these things in the design and incorporate them into the design.